everyone. Welcome to Hear Me Out Pitch, or welcome back if you're returning. And if you are returning, thank you. I'm Tim.
And I'm Willem.
And that was a little more formal than I normally do.
Very proper.
I should be wearing a fancier shirt than Frog and Toad.
And oh man, now y'all know where I went to high school. Which was years.
It was yesterday.
It was.
You graduated yesterday.
Yeah, totally. There totally wasn't a commercial from the Fiat that I was like, it reactivated something in my brain. I was like, oh, this is why I love Italy and Fiat. And I was like, oh, that came out in 2012. Ooh, that was 13 years ago. Ooh, I was a junior. How long? So, yeah, it's great. It's great. But
he's
welcome. I am 30 and thriving. It's great. Bluff. It's fine. But yeah, for anyone new for the first time, welcome. And this is Hear Me Out Pitch. We actually do have quite a few new viewers recently, which has been awesome.
Yes.
It's been weird when you actually reach out to artists. So really quick though, to any artist that listens to our stuff and ever gets inspired to draw any of our original stories, go ahead, do it.
Yeah. Just make sure to tag us.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from it. We want to see it. So, and if any artists out there have original stuff that you want us to make a pitch for, let us know. Love to hear from you guys. So let's all work together. It'll be fun. Just love stories. We love stories here. Speaking of collaborating, I have a video for us to work with today, and I'm going to show it with Tim. Tim has no idea what it is. This is from at least I found them on Instagram, and this is from it's WZRDLORE, WZRDLORE, and they make short little clips. And this clip, in all the comments, like, oh, I wish someone made a movie about this. I need 10 seasons of this. And I was like, I reached out. They gave us permission. So I'm really excited. So Tim's never seen it, and I'll make sure to have it be going while I show Tim. So, all right, Tim, you ready to see this?
Yeah.
All right.
Dad?
Watch it again. Get a little feel for it.
Dad?
All the comments were like, I need more. All right. Got any gears turning?
That is...
Got anything?
Interesting.
And again, hopefully I have successfully put that on there, but the idea of just a little boy at a zoo putting his hand on a cage and it flips to show a man in a motion capture shoot, and all the little boy says is dad, like that. I was like, what? And everyone in the comments seriously was like, I need to know what's going on. And I'm like, you know what? Why not we try it? Why not we, hear us out pitch, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And quick little call out to my friend Keith and his wife. Yes, that very much was a play on words of what our name title is. So yeah, I had a friend recently say, hey, it sounds like you're saying the B word. Yes. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Just random.
He said the thing, guys.
I said the thing. He said the thing. He said, hear me out pitch. Oh. So I did want to make that a cliche thing that every episode would be like, hear me out pitch, and then we start. But so anyway, Tim, hear me out. Anyway, but seriously though, I know that's different. I know that is very different than up your alley. Everyone, I've had a few people say, I love how much Tim loves sci-fi, and I'm like, he likes fantasy. Star Wars is sci-fi, but
Star Wars is sci-fi fantasy.
It is more.
It is the perfect blend of the two.
I would say it is mostly fantasy
with laser swords.
With laser swords, it's just you put most of this. If you would have switched all of Star Wars to be
swords,
dragons, and then they just all have ethereal, magical blades of light. Yeah, that would be Star Wars. Just call it Night Wars, and it would be. Write that down. Anyway, But yeah, just what are your thoughts?
My initial thought is Truman Show.
Yes. That was the
question
you've
is-
seen it?
No,
Oh my! I'm done. I'm
sorry.
Done. Good night.
I haven't
Good night.
seen it.
I'm done. Just
I haven't seen it.
got me all excited.
I
I
have
was
seen-
like, Tim. Oh,
I have seen enough clips and enough videos from it that I know the story. I know the story. I know the main idea.
please watch it once. Everyone out there, Truman Show, probably
It is-
my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
It is on my list. It's
a
on
great
my
one.
list. Most Jim Carrey movies are on my list right now. Ones that I haven't seen, at least. And even the ones that I have seen, because I want to watch them again. Anyway. Yeah, Truman Show. Like, here's my question, though. Is the boy or is the dad Truman?
Honestly,
That's the question.
my question is, I mean, that definitely
It's got to be
changes
the
it.
boy, right?
I was just thinking they have been kidnapping the parents. I don't know. That's exactly, and that's what we're here to talk about.
Here's what it is. It's the Truman Show, except they're running low on budget because it's been done before, and so they're reusing actors. And so the dad is also the gorilla, and maybe the mom is like the tiger or something.
Tiger.
And the siblings are also like the other monkeys and the pack of wolves or whatever. And okay.
So you're going more silly route.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
You're not more of a dark kind of twisty guy.
we could do the dark and twisty route, but also like
Okay, just quick little fun route.
because here's the thing: Truman Show. In all reality, like I know it's supposed to be silly. It's Jim Carrey movie. Like it's supposed to be a little bit silly, but also like there are really serious moments in the movie.
I would say honestly, Tim, for the first
And I kind of want to keep the same vibe.
20 minutes, it does feel like, oh, this is, and then immediately, like when you start realizing, you go, this is unethical, this is wrong.
Yeah, then
It's really messed up. You learn that his like trying to word this, and I don't care if I'm like spoiling stuff because it's been out for so long, but like one of the most terrible things that you learn, especially when you're older, because it just, when it gets dumped on you that Truman and his wife, the intimate scenes, she gets paid an extra amount, but she doesn't want to do them because she's not, it's just a role for her. It's terrible. Like when you really think about it, like the product placement, she'll like, look, it is such a messed up movie. And it's it's an ending of, I will always choke up when I watch the Truman Show and the ending. It is one of my favorites because we don't know what happens. And anyway.
And I like it that way. I don't want to know.
I want to know. I think,
like I said, I haven't seen the actual movie all the way through, but I have seen enough that I know what's going on.
It's so...
If I watch the movie, I'll probably get 10 minutes that I haven't actually seen.
Okay. And I can believe that because it's that old of a movie. And yeah, somebody is dribbling a basketball in the hallway. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hopefully they're having fun. I hope it's a basketball.
Sounds like a basketball.
Or someone has really loud feet. Or we go out there and it's a dog, or we'd be like, whoa! The dog's dribbling. It's Air Bud. It's Air Bud.
Yes.
So you want to go, well, okay, so we could have silly moments, but why? So why is the boy being the subject of this show? Or what is it? Is he in asylum? Like,
here's
Alice in Wonderland style.
do something like that, or we could do we do kind of the Truman Show thing where it's almost take Truman Show and Maze Runner.
Never. Okay, there's I'm going to say something.
Can you believe this hypocrite?
I don't want to hear it.
Can you believe this hypocrite?
Maze Runner and there's another one, some weird other Hunger Games ripoff series. I didn't realize like 2010s, we were really obsessed with like post-apocalyptic fight the government stories. Oh, what is it? Not Everence? No. I don't know.
Shameless plug. Go listen to She Who Laughs.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Talking about post-apocalyptic.
We're talking about
worlds.
post-apocalyptic.
Anyway.
The She Who Laughs.
It's like
That was a fun story.
that was a fun story. Anyway,
And it's ours.
it is ours.
Any artists out there, we'd love to see you guys.
Yeah.
Someone's going to draw.
The climb before we do.
Well, that's fine. They can draw it. They can draw the climb. It's not even out yet.
That's true.
Anyway. Sorry, guys. Shameless plug there.
Mhm.
So,
Anyway,
yeah, because I don't want to
was-
go. I want to stick to. I want to keep that scene. The scene of.
I like that. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Maze Runner meets Truman Show. Because Willem hasn't seen Maze Runner, I have to explain it to him.
I'm so sorry.
This is a role reversal right here.
I am the terrible one.
So the first one, basically, it's the maze, and they're trying to escape the maze. And
I feel like we've talked about this so many
I
times.
think we have. The main premise is all these kids, they're teenagers, or younger, and they're stuck in this maze, and it is massive. It is this gargantuan complex, several hundreds of miles across, maybe not hundreds of miles, but like it's the size of a large city. And they live in the center of the maze, and it's called the Glade, and it's just kind of a mini paradise where the kids have to survive, wilderness survival style. So they build little huts in the trees, and they have farms, and they get rations from the people running the maze. And it's later discovered in the next several installment, or in the next two movies and books, that it's basically the zombie apocalypse outside, in the outside world. And these kids are basically the government's way of finding a cure for the zombies. It's a lot less wild than... No, I can't say it's less wild than I Am Legend.
Oh, okay.
But it's a different vibe, similar concept, where they're out there trying to find a cure for this disease.
Weird. Okay, then I guess I always mix Maze Runner with Divergent. That's the series. That's the other series I always get it confused with. Because again,
that's one that I haven't seen.
all right,
I was kind of sick of those kinds of movies after Maze Runner and Hunger Games.
For everyone who listened to Red Rising, I definitely struggled through the first book because I was like, what in the Hunger Games am I listening to?
Mm-hmm.
Did it change dramatically after that? Yes, really did. He sucked you in with that first one going, you've read this before, eat the cake. And you're like, no. And then all of a sudden you're like, here's a pie. And you're like, I don't want the pie. Anyway.
But it's key lime.
But, oh.
Anyway, my idea is kind of a similar concept where something is wrong with the outside world, and this boy is their way to fix it. But he has to figure things out on his own, and so now they have to Truman Show him. Maybe I don't want to do the same. It's a zombie apocalypse and we're trying to find the cure. But maybe it's something a little bit more. We could do something a little bit more almost psionic.
I was gonna say,
where it's like
game.
like a telepathic kind of, not a disease, but like something is going on in the outside world, and this boy has powers. Maybe it's aliens or something, and he has powers and is able to, and has to figure out navigating real life, regular, how to live normally.
Now I need to like,
so that he can discover his powers, and then he'll be used almost as like a weapon against. He's kind of like the creator almost. That one movie from forever ago.
Oh. So he's not real.
He would be.
Mm.
I think so. Maybe it's like a brain
I'm
implant.
not quite sure how to help you with that.
You don't need to.
My one AI
Goodness.
assistant decided to speak up. Quiet.
She knows we're talking about AI.
I guess.
And
Jeez.
robots and aliens and things.
Oh gosh.
Oh goodness. We mentioned the creator.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. AI is kind of getting on my nerves recently, so it's fine. That's the other story. Okay.
I don't know. That's kind of the vibe that I was thinking of. I think that could be kind of fun. And then we could have that scene, and maybe it is a couple seasons, and that would be in season 1. And then the rest of the seasons it's Truman Show. Like, he knows.
The first
He
season
knows
is all
that
about
his
this
life
boy
isn't
just
real.
enjoying his life.
Mhm.
Okay, so does he
And
live
it could
at
be,
does he
here's
live at
what we could
home?
do.
Okay.
Here's what we could do. Did you ever watch the show, not the movie, the show, A Series of Unfortunate Events?
I did not watch the show. I didn't get to. I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched the show. I read all the books.
Those of you who have seen the movie, or seen the show, not the movie, in the TV show, there are a bunch of, it's a series. There's of events that may or may not be quite unfortunate.
Oh, he said it.
But every episode, I think it's every episode, almost every episode, or several times through each season or whatever, there are clips that diverge from the kids, and instead it is 2 adults. It's Kobe Smulders and I can't remember the dude.
Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I was. Yeah. Also.
Oh, and the agent from
Agent.
Yeah,
Agent Hill from. Anyway.
Yeah.
But it's them, and they're on like this spy journey, trying to make their way home to their kids.
Oh,
and
is it the parents?
Parallel, and then it's revealed that it's not.
Oh,
they're not related.
It's the whole trope of like they're about and they like touch the same doorknob, but it's like 2 different times.
Yes. No, not 2 different times. 2 different places.
Oh.
And so the kids go home, and it's burned down or whatever, and nothing's there. I think I can't remember. It's been several years since I watched it. Before, I think I was in high school, actually.
Series of March Defense came out that long ago?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Before COVID?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, because I used to watch it with my siblings. We get the new episodes out, and then we'd watch them together.
Oh,
anyway,
long, gross.
That was a really long time ago. Anyway, again, I can't remember exactly. I think Count Olaf is there instead of the parents, but the parents go home and they have that. But then Kobe Smolder's character is also roped in because for some reason she's in love with Olaf, Count Olaf.
Yeah, she's the pregnant lady.
Yeah.
In the book.
Yes. And then
Still don't know how I feel about that ending.
the kids.
Need to read it again. It's been like
It's a good series.
20 years.
The movie gave me nightmares when I was a little kid.
The leeches?
No, not the leeches. Count Olaf.
Oh. And we were talking about Jim Carrey earlier.
We were.
That's funny. I was about to say, I'm like, he was.
Anyway, there were a few things. I love it now. It's great, and the TV show, they did a really good job with it. It needed to be a series, not a movie. But anyway, I was thinking we could do something kind of similar where we split it in half. So each episode we have the boy, and then we have
His dad.
a second party and they are unrelated. Maybe this boy is in this small town or this city where it is actors, and they are trying to get him to uncover his powers and do things and discover how he uses his powers. And so maybe it's just a bunch of scientists, and they are maybe they're trying to like poke at things and trying to get him to reveal his powers or use his powers and uncover them so that they can use his powers. But then there's a second party out there that are trying to find something else, and it's parallel. And our episode I would want it to be a series.
What if, and just for the sake of simplicity, not psionic,
Okay.
but let's say the idea of it is children. Two parties are the children. Second party is the parents. And I think like one of the big parts that would be really cool, because now that you got me thinking about these 2 episodes, it would be cool for like the end of season 1 would be like the kids were taken at some point. They thought it was like a big field trip, and then they were lied to, and they've been stuck in this kind of like zoo area with school and blah blah. Like the kids think everything's normal and fine. Parents, their children have been kidnapped, and I don't know if it's because they all are public figures, important people, but I think the idea of the parents, or at least there's one father who's like, I am getting my son out of here. Like, I'm getting him back. And like, we've watched the dad make decisions, do things, but at least at one point he takes one of the workers, and like that's, and I imagine that this is like building up across multiple episodes, and finally like the season finale is that scene. The season finale is like the boys kind of sit there and he's kind of like having a bad day, and he's like talking to the orangutan, and he's like, sometimes I feel trapped. Do you ever feel that way? And we haven't seen where the dad's been. The dad just like knocked a worker out, and then that would be the big reveal that like, oh, there's something wrong, like really wrong, because we thought the kids were no joke in like a zoo and they had all these things. No, it's all people. Like that would be the big twist for everyone, would be like the little boy's talking with the orangutan, and he's like, sometimes I feel trapped. Do you ever feel that way? And he like taps on it, and then that's when it like fuzzes. And then the dad looks around, and instead, and it's all quiet, sirens start blaring, and you see the dad stand up as the orangutan and then just run. So, because he's about to get hunted down. So, something like that. I think
and that could be the end of season 1.
Yeah.
And then season 2 could be, now the kids are trying to find their way out, and the parents are trying to find their way in.
This little boy has to convince everyone that what they're seeing isn't real.
Yes.
And that would be insane. Like he's like, no, look, the animals they're not animals. Like it could be like a leopard or like dogs in motion capture, because that would be hard. But like some of the other animals would be fine. But like, look, that's not Bigfoot throwing.
It's not an elephant. That's just a really fat dude.
An elephant.
Ow.
It's the 2 guys are like sitting there, and it like cuts to the 2 guys in the suit. Oh, dang. Good thing it's 2 of us. And then one of the kids goes, it's probably 2 guys. It's probably 2 big fat guys.
He's talking about you,
No, he's talking about both of us. I don't know how to feel about that. So,
okay, yes, I want this.
Okay.
I want this,
So
yes.
we could still have like funny moments, but like, why were these kids taken? Is it kind of like, no, my phone? Just I don't want to look at the phone in the middle of a podcast, but
It could be.
I've watched too much anime, and now I want it like anime setting in Japan, or like that's the thing is like it just gives me like, this is like something in one of those dark animes, and I'm like, I watch way too much anime, guys. That's what I binge mostly. Like,
Do we want to go back to Tim's roots? Do magic, and maybe these kids go to a charter school that is kind of on the sly, very subtly teaching the kids how to do magic.
The reason why
Like runes and stuff.
the reason why I am
'Cause that could be kind of fun.
I do think that would be fun.
We don't have to. We don't.
But the
have
reason
to. That's
why
just an
I
idea.
want to push it to the side is to really keep the atmosphere of this scene.
Well, yeah, and I think
And I
our
think
season 2 could be them kind of figuring that out. And maybe like every now and again, every episode or two, like something happens that the kids can't quite explain. Like one of them maybe scares one of the animals off, and all we see is a shadow of the kid kind of transforming into a lion, and he roars, but it's a kid's roar, but he looks like a lion, and the animals are scared off. And then maybe another episode, one of the kids kind of blinks, and then he's in the cage with one of the other animals, and he's like, what the heck?
What if, kind of with the magic,
Uh-huh.
kind of mixing around Christopher Nolan grounded route, they manipulate this technological world to be they start, because maybe maybe these kids are smart, like freakishly smart,
That's why they're in the
and that's why they've been
at the charter
taken.
school.
And so we could actually have one of the kids, instead of turning into a lion, they get one of the mocap suits and they totally make like a break and they pass off as one of the guards. Like they steal little drones, and you have full on Megamind scene where he's walking through.
That'd be
and they're-
sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that'd
got
be
Tim. I got
sick.
Tim because Tim loves.
You
that
said
movie.
you said Megamind, and instantly I'm on board.
You're like,
For those of you who don't know, Megamind is one of my favorite movies
top 5.
ever. It probably top 3. Lord of the Rings, up, Megamind.
And we have an episode about that.
I do. And I don't know how I actually feel about that list because it might have changed. Lord of the Rings is and forever will be my number 1. Forever. It is my comfort movies.
Comfort movie. The comfort part is when Gandalf dies.
No, the comfort part is when Sam is in the Shire.
Gandalf falls and Tim just sits there with this cup of like nice, like warm drink. Ah. Yes, Gandalf.
By the way, guys, I know we're off topic a little bit.
Very much.
It's the holiday season.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. If you're looking for a holiday movie to watch Lord of the Rings. It has elves.
I was going to say Klaus, but okay.
Klaus is a good movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Klaus
That's
is a good movie. And we did talk about
Favorite
Christmas movies. And Klaus was Klaus both of our favorite last year?
It might have been.
Or a couple of years ago?
I don't know. I'll have to listen to it again. So should you
remember.
guys. Anyway. So, okay. I do think first season, having the audience think,
I think having it build up and like things are weird.
maybe halfway. No, maybe that's the halfway. That's the halfway
Okay.
point. We don't know. We follow kids.
That could be the reveal halfway through the season.
And then the second half of the season is father of our main character. Our main character is a genius boy, and there are more children like him in this place. Why they're being held captive there, I don't know. Has the government taken them because they're like, is it like Ender's Game, where it's like you are the elite of the elite?
That could work.
I do love Ender's Game. I do need to
Ender's
try
Game is
reading it again.
Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow. Those are the two best in those series, I think, in my opinion.
Nerd. I'm just kidding. Tim does like science fiction.
I do. Not as much as fantasy, but I do like science fiction. And I will admit, I think there's a lot more, it's a lot easier to create a story that is science fiction because there's so much you can do that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could take a light bulb and say, oh, this is sentient now. And it's science fiction. I can't do that with fantasy that hasn't already been done before because we've been doing fantasy for millennia.
Yeah.
And sci-fi, I mean, we've kind of been doing sci-fi for a really long time, but really not really.
200 years compared to
And
over a century.
modern sci-fi, we've only really been doing for maybe 100 years.
Yeah. Yeah. We keep going on tangents.
Mhm.
We're at a half an hour.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Anyway.
Doing good. I do think at least.
Twilight Zone.
Oh. Do you? No, I don't want.
No.
I want this more
Twilight Zone always ends with
like a terrible twist.
it's terrible and
Yeah.
everybody's dead or they're turning into aliens or whatever.
I like. He really wants aliens and sentient life. I really want grounded. I want it
Mhm.
people, not really zombies.
Yeah,
It's just
no. I
kind of
agree.
like Squid Games. That's kind of like this vibe I'm kind of getting. Kind of just this. I'm having this terrible thought of like, what if the parents sold the kids? Like, let's say the mom
No.
shot that down real fast. I do think them being geniuses, taken by a government, father and a few other parents want to get them back.
Back
feel
to a
like
series
that's
of
what-
unfortunate events. Those kids in that show and those books, they are geniuses.
Not the baby. Technically, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah, she
yes.
is.
she is.
She
But they're
is.
geniuses, and
Technically,
imagine
she's
if-
probably smarter than them in respect. Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah. Imagine that, but it's a classroom full of those kids, of those genius kids who are always tinkering with things, always reading, always creating equations, always doing these weird things.
So why are they in a place where the animals are being puppeteered? What would be the reason?
That is a really good question.
Like that's the thing.
Why
Like,
the animals? Why
why
not
the-
just take them and put them in cells and maybe
is it to monitor the kids? Is it
it's to monitor the kids and maybe to get them to feel comfortable.
or are we going an entire different path? And are we maybe parents have been taken and the boy just stumbles and they're just filling out. And that's why I kind of like this one more, because I feel like if we do, parents have been kidnapped, like this is his estranged dad, this is his. I like the idea that, because in the little video he looks all like worried that he's been found out, because of course, like you want to know.
Mhm.
You don't want your charade to be discovered, but the idea that, oh no, the dad isn't supposed to be there at all, that is what makes me want to go. That kid and his father have been separated for an unjust reason. The little boy doesn't understand. The dad knows. That's where my mind's thinking, and that's why I really don't want to go like, anyway. That's where my mind is, and that's why I think I want to stay on this path of kids' classroom, series of fortune events. These are some smart kids. They're going through challenges. I just don't understand. And that's why I think second season. First season, first couple episodes, all about the kids. It was supposed to be a fun field trip. They end up going at this place. They have to stay here for a while. They get to see all the animals. They get to have all these teachers. And oh my goodness, we've talked to all your parents and you are going to be here just fine. Fifth episode, let's say out of 10, we have this scene. And then it cuts to what happened the day of.
Mhm.
Dad sees it. He's trying to convince everyone. No one believes him. His son didn't get his brains just from his mom. His dad's a smart man. Could be an engineer. Could know about this facility. And the last 5 episodes would be about him. And the series would still end with the dad, and that would be the season finale. It would be like, what is happening? And second season would be both stories working together.
Yes.
Do we want 3 seasons or would it be just 2? I like 2 seasons.
We could do 10.
What? No!
I'm kidding. Am I?
Am I?
Maybe.
No, I think.
Yeah, no.
I think 2.
I think 2, maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
3 would be.
Here's what we could do. That's our first season. And we figured that out. Now we can leave it to the rest of you to maybe help us figure out what where we want this to go for season 2.
Because really,
And if season 3 happens, where do we cut it off at season 2 and begin season 3?
like, what would be the end goal? What would be the point? Like and this is why everyone gets so excited about, oh, we want more. We want like 10 seasons of this. 10 seasons of what? You got a 10-second clip. We do have no idea. Because again, there's multiple questions. And that's why I really think that the dad trying to rescue the son from whatever he's been captured by, that makes the most sense. I'm glad we decided it's not just the one boy.
Yeah.
It's just that's a lot. That's a lot for one main character. I think a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I think
and charter school, so smaller classroom, maybe 15 kids, 10 to 15 kids, and then we don't have to like, oh, it's 40 kids, and now we got to keep track of their names. Here's Tayshawn and Julia and the third Julia. And
okay, I was like,
in school, I had 3 Julias in my class.
I had like 20 Mackenzies. It's fine.
We had a bunch of Megans too.
Megan? Hi, Megan. Don't know what Megan, but there's a Megan out there. Hi. If your name is Megan, you're awesome. So,
yep. Anyway,
I think I don't know. I don't know. I think okay. One question. Let's just focus on this third story. I mean this first season. The first season ending. I think ending with that scene.
Yes.
Fantastic. I think the first 5 episodes leading to that scene, so much fun. Breaks the audience, freaks them out. Last 5 seasons shows the dad's side, finishes there. You want more for a second season. That to me would make this show feel like it's something that people want to watch. I would be freaking out. Like, what happens next? It's like in Lost, for anyone who remembers how some of those seasons ended. Oh my gosh. I want that. I want that feeling. I want that feeling of dread. I don't know if I want children passing, but I definitely think some of the parents would, especially if whatever. I definitely think,
or at least some of the workers.
Yeah. We're definitely going down something that is sinister.
Mm-hmm. Not like I want this to be for somewhat more mature audiences. Like, I'm not going to have
TV 14
somewhere around there. Maybe not quite that. Well, yeah. About the same amount of sinister as like Stranger Things.
That's definitely TV 14.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I think
somewhere around there.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I could never get into it. I'm sorry.
Tim.
I just couldn't get into it.
Try again.
I have watched all of seasons 1 and 2.
The third one? Okay, second one was dry. Second one was dry. No. Third one was one of my favorites. I'm giving it the Willem stamp of approval. I think 3 was awesome, and then
the third one, the one with the Hydra thing
in the mall.
No.
Oh,
I don't remember. Anyway,
I think the third one and fourth one are just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I did watch that once. But
it just takes too long.
I did see the season with Vecna as well. I guess I did watch that one. I don't remember what season that is.
That was the last one.
That was season 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Vecna was.
So I've seen seasons 1, 2, and 4.
Okay.
I watched season 4 when I worked at Lifeline, and I watched it with my clients.
Vecna was amazing. But when I hear talk about Vecna, I just think I just want the one question: why the animals? What I think. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters.
It's
just to watch the kids.
It's to watch the kids, and because kids like going to the zoo, and I don't know, because
it's just a big facility, and it's just very. They think they're outside. They think that they are. They think they've been outside. They think they've been doing all this fun stuff. They go to class. They go outside and play in recess, but it's full on, just a big old facility. Maybe there's some parts that are really outside, but for the most part, they're trapped. They've been kidnapped. Mm-hmm. There's something going on with these kids.
And I think it would be fun to put purposeful continuity errors in there. Right. So
A bird flies backwards for 1 second. You're like, what the?
no, more like, wasn't that teacher wearing a green shirt earlier? Why are they wearing blue right now? Is that just an editing mistake? No, that was an actual thing. That was on purpose.
Oh, you're talking
Like
about
it was a genuine accident on that person's part. Maybe they spilled orange juice on their shirt or something, and they had to change.
Oh,
or
no,
we
like
could
one
have
of the
they go
animals is, like,
outside for
funky.
real. Maybe they go outside for real, and it looks a little bit dreary and almost like it's winter. But then they go back inside, and then the window is showing a bright sunny day.
Yeah. They get confused. They're like,
Stuff like that. But it would be, I think, a lot of stuff
Truman Show-esque.
that only, I think a lot of stuff that only the audience notices too. Like the shirt or the window. Stuff like that.
we full on see like a cameraman, like for some reason. We're like, what the
It's like,
heck?
it's like in Harry Potter, in the fourth one, during the Yule Ball, when you see Mad-Eye Moody and he's kind of bouncing his leg, he's sitting on a couch and his real leg is
Okay, but
through
they
the
did
couch.
such a good job, Tim.
They did.
You can't see it unless you point it out.
It's true, but like you can see it. It's there, and maybe we can have some stuff kind of like that, or an animation mistake where maybe the bear comes up and has, for just one frame, the bear has real person hands for one.
He does not have the right
frame.
to bear arms.
For one frame, and you miss it if you blink.
But
Don't
we
blink.
notice it.
Notice,
There's little things that we, the audience, get to see that we're like,
and the kids won't notice.
and we could have a few once in a while, like just stare, like, what was that? But okay, I like that. Just little continuity errors. You think that it's 5 after episode 5 with that. We get the dad side.
Yeah, and now we know,
and it's dark.
Yeah,
I think
at that point, now we actually know what the big twist is. Not the only twist, but like the main twist of season 1, where, oh no, the kids aren't at the zoo, they're in a facility.
they're in a big facility. Like, where have they been? How long has it been? And it's like, you've been doing this for, and the thing is, it could be months, years, like maybe like almost close to a year. Like, they're like, oh, I thought it was they're like sending notes to their parents. Like, we full on think it's just some nice charter school.
Yeah.
They're doing something fun. They're going on a field. Maybe they're just going on a field trip.
Yeah.
That could be the scene. They're going on a field trip. They're like, oh my gosh, special field trip. Because the kids are getting like antsy. They're like, we want to like talk to our parents. Like, no, you'll get your letters. Ooh.
When I said charter school at the beginning, I meant one of those charter schools that you live at the school. Like Hogwarts, or like a lot of other academies in the US or in other countries. There are a lot of schools like that where they go to live there for the school year.
Oh, they go out to like go play in the village. Like, the kids, they're teaching the kids how to, live. Like, these kids are, I don't know how old he looked in the video, but maybe they're like 10 to 13. Maybe it's really just a handful and they're full on.
I'm thinking like 10, like, all right, fifth graders.
Maybe we could have like 3 kids of each age group so there's like 15 kids, 3 for each grade, but they're all learning together. Like this weird, but I imagine they go, because again, various people, important political figures or people have been kidnapped. Like, but they don't realize it. But imagine they go out to they go to the village, and sometimes it feels like when they go out to go shopping, it just feels a little funky. And then we could like have one scene where,
kind of like in Hotel Transylvania, where
everything looks
the village
like
is
very
fabricated.
Yeah, it looks like a poor prop, and so that's where your play could come in. That sometimes we're like, hey, wasn't the GameStop next to the and it's like, yeah, and they're like sitting there like, did you guys move stores? What are you talking about? And it's like how Bolt is, like how they're like, oh, he could have seen that. Dang it. So why are they keeping the kids there? I don't know. We're just here to talk about the first season. But I think the big,
this does give Major Bolt vibes, actually.
Kind of.
Oh, that's a good movie. I haven't seen that in a really long time.
I do like that one. But like they've gone out, they go to pools, they go to the beach, they do all these things, but it always feels kind of funky.
Mm-hmm.
But then the zoo.
The zoo is when
the zoo one would be hard because maybe the kids have been begging, like, can we do something? Like, what do you want? The zoo. Like everyone votes like the zoo, and you just see all the people like, we can do it. Like, but we don't see that until the 5 episodes with the parents.
Yeah.
Or at least this one dad. I would vote that our main characters are father, son. That's my vote.
Yeah.
And that's where these two, and that's where this, with that importancy at the end of episode 5 leading up to repeating it from the dad's point of view is nuts. And it will seriously end with the little boy going, Dad, and he'll look around and the orangutan looks around and all the sirens are going off. That would be the end of season 1. And season 2, I kind of would want to do the same thing. I would do
something similar, except season 2, instead of being 5 and then 5, maybe it's 1 then 1 then 1 then 1 then 1 then 1. So,
or it's
every other episode, or even
the episodes are just
every episode. It's every 10 minutes, every major scene ends, and then we switch perspectives.
5 is father, and we do have a few scenes of like son in the background. Like there's like, I'm now seeing a scene where we see the kids getting escorted and they look down and they see like 3 parents, and the main dad's holding a bat and he's running down the hall and he's about to get confronted by a bunch of guards, and he looks at his son. Like it's two hallway columns. And like just for some reason glasses, like just 2 separate hallways, and they can see each other. And you just hear the dad's like, "I'm gonna get you, son. I promise." And then they tackle him, and they're dragging the son out, and then it goes 2 separate ways. And see what I'm picturing?
Yeah.
Like imagine like how terrified would that be? Like put yourself in your 10-year-old shoes. You are being dragged by a bunch of people, and you look down the hall. You see your dad, fighting, and your dad's a nurse. Imagine like you were supposed to go see your dad at work, and then you look down the hall and you're getting dragged one way, you see your dad fighting, and like that would be such a crazy scene. And there's nothing you can do because big old frame of glass. Like I always want to see that. I always want to have that kind of a point. Is there's always like glass. There's always a wall between the father and son, and when they finally get back together, that will probably be the end of season 2. Like the second they hug, end of season 2.
And maybe then season 3 is
getting them off the island.
Yeah. Season 3 would be toppling whatever empire.
Whatever this is getting them off of it. This is going to be something that takes place like probably a couple weeks, if not maybe like a month or 2. That's what the whole series would be.
This is actually giving me Major Maze Runner vibes as well, with the way that we're kind of doing this, because again, book 1, they're in the glade, and they live in the maze. Their life is the maze. These kids' life is the school, the Truman Show. And then book 2 is, okay, well, now they're in another facility, and now they have to try to escape. This is their District 13 Hunger Games era, right? Where they're in a facility and they have to escape. And then
the kids would have to do something about, thing. So do we still want them being their genius kids, or do you want them to be that parents are important figures?
Combo of both.
Combo of both.
I think combo of both, because I think all of the kids would be in that school because they're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
And then because they're so smart, their parents are also powerful. If that makes any sense.
Well,
they got their brains from their parents.
I think I think it definitely work. Maybe our main character, he is one of the lucky ones of, I don't come from powerful family. I am just a genius. And his father is just this scrappy, just a scrappy dude. Kind of gets in fights too much. Maybe his mom left him because his father was just always getting into fights. Maybe
his mom's dead.
Could be. For some reason, I really imagine his dad as a street fighter. I don't know why. No, full on, like, round 1, fight. But yeah, just no, I imagine he is like and for some reason, and again, too much anime, I'm imagining it all in like Japan or like Korea. I don't know why. Like, all the characters in my head are Asian. Again, right before Tim came, I was watching Ippo, the Punch Out inspiration anime. So I don't know. First off, that first season though, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of satisfied where we talked. It's been 50 minutes. It's getting late. Unless there's any dire idea, any other scenes you have.
No, I'm satisfied. I really like where we've got this. So
Just from that.
yes. Wizard Lore, thank you.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for that. And
yes.
Definitely. Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And again, any other creators out there, if you ever have any ideas,
please reach out.
And if you ever see a message from Hear Me Out Pitch asking about it, please consider saying yes. Because that was a lot of fun. I was like, I don't know if we'll do that good.
That was fun.
That was
a little different too.
It was.
I had a lot of fun.
But the second season, and again, the second season ending
with them actually hugging. Yeah.
Like, imagine how many scenes we could have where it's like, dang it. Or like they're about to touch and the dad gets pulled off and you're like, dang it. Like, I imagine it's scrappy. I don't imagine that the dad leaves the island unscathed. He's either having a broken arm or no arm. Like that. That's where I'm going with this. Like, TV 14 pushing it. Like Hopper trying to get Eve back or Elle back. You know, that's Hopper, not Hopper. I just said Hopper. He hobbles a lot. All right, Tim.
Hopper's from something else. Anyway.
Well, before I end it, Tim, is there anything else you want to say to them?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun. That was a really fun episode. And I think we had a lot of fun creating this one, and I think you guys will have a lot of fun coming up with your own ideas for where we could take it in the future, assuming you guys care enough to try.
If for anyone actually watching the episode,
yeah,
thanks.
If you want to actually try, come up with something, reach out, let us know. We'll tag you. We'll give you your little credit, and we will talk about what your idea, and we will come up with something.
This is why we got to start Patreon.
Yeah, but it's I can't English.
No English.
But yeah, as always, just love each other, be kind, and as it is the holiday season, just remember, try to stay on the nice list.
All right, everybody, and with that, we will see you later, pitches. Bye.